We will begin our little outing today right here, checking out this little sticker on this pole. It says boo, and it's giving the thumbs down. Well, we don't do that on this channel. We always give it a big old thumbs up. You can find this sticker and these red signs right here at the Greenfield Lake in Wilmington. Some of you that frequently come over to this lake, you might recognize the location I'm in. This right here is the old bridge area. I think they call it the Lions Bridge. And the bridge was quite popular. It was a filming location for an old Stephen King movie that was filmed here back in the mid-80s called Silver Bullet. And the little three-wheeler bicycle looking thing that Corey Haim used to ride, well, he would actually ride across the bridge, extended out over the water right here. And it was all about a werewolf. No spoilers, but this is where the bridge used to stand. As you can see now, it has been removed. But I'm here today to actually see another bridge, a rainbow bridge, that I did not know existed here in the area. I think it's only been here a few months at the time of this recording. But we're over here. I'm going to come over here today and kind of check it out, look at it, see what's happening. And then we're going to make our way up to the old cargo district and have a little fun today. Go check out the Cargocade. Good afternoon, my friends. Welcome back to the channel. Hitchhiking Yeti here. Thank you so much for joining me today. I wanted to get out today. It's very cloudy today. I got my umbrella with me. It's already rained on me once as I walked over here to this location. But really looking forward to today. We're going to check out this rainbow bridge real quick, and then we're going to make our way up to the cargo district, which is one of my favorite places to go here in Wilmington when it comes to comfort food. But they got other things other than food that's pretty cool in the cargo district, and one of them is called the Cargocade. And I looked it up online, looked at some of the pictures, and it is pretty neat looking. I've never been there before, and we're going to go today and kind of document the Cargocade, and I'm going to show you what's inside of it, what to expect if you go there, and just see what we can get into. Love walking around the cargo district. It's so much fun. So all that being said, let's go ahead and get started, because I'm ready to go check out some arcade games, see if they got any Mortal Kombat machines in there. That would really make me happy. Okay, so right up there is East Side Drive. It kind of skirts around Greenfield Lake, and you can find the Rainbow Bridge here at Greenfield Lake right beside of it. If you drive down East Side Drive, you will definitely, it's easy to find this Rainbow Bridge. And I found it very interesting. I seen this little bench over here. It has this little message on it. And it says, in loving memory of the animals of Western North Carolina whose lives were lost to Hurricane Helene, may this bench stand as a quiet place of remembrance and compassion. And that's really interesting, because online I seen a post and it said, what began as a project inspired by Lake Lure's Lost Bridge has grown into a living memorial. The bridge is now covered with collars, tags, toys, handwritten notes, each one heartfelt reminder of the pets that touched our lives and still hold a piece of our hearts. Today, as we pause to honor the pets we loved and lost, we also celebrate the community that has gathered here in remembrance and in healing here at the Greenfield Lake in Wilmington, North Carolina. And this was obviously put together by the Big Paw Project. They have a little signage here, and this is really cool, man. Look at all these collars they got out here to remember people's favorite pets, their loved ones. You know, for a lot of folks, you know, these animals are sisters, brothers, kids. Check that out. That is really, really cool. Yeah, as you can see, there's some pictures on both sides of the bridge, people honoring their pets. It's so awesome. I can totally get on board with this type of stuff, because I've always been a dog lover myself. I know what it's like to have an animal and lose it, and the pain that can cause. It's very heartbreaking. Oh, that's cool. Look at this one. His name was Charlie, and he's got a Superman emblem on his collar. I love Superman. Favorite comic book character of all time. Love it. And favorite Superman movie? Christopher Reeve, 1978, Superman the movie, still to this day. I really enjoyed the new one. It just come out too. It was good. But Christopher Reeve is still, for whatever reason, my Superman. He's my original, and he's still the one that I enjoy watching the most. So this is actually called East Lake Shore Drive right here. And right down there is the Rainbow Bridge. Right down there is the bench. You can see the bridge and all of its colorfulness, kind of hidden behind the greenery there a little bit, but that's where it's located. So it is, I thought it was East Side Drive. I'm completely wrong. It was not. But it's actually East Lake Shore Drive. It's where the road skirts around Greenfield Lake, and you can see the bridge right there. So just wanted to make sure I cleared that up. All right, the rain is coming down. It's starting to pepper again. And I think we're leaving this place just in time because the thunder is starting to get a little bit more violent sounding as it creeps ever so much closer. But really can't wait to get over to the Cargo District. If you guys have never been there before and you're a fan of comfort food, I cannot tell you how much I love it. I love going over there. They have the mess hall. If you like, they got a really good like smash burgers in there. They're very tasty. And right, maybe not next door to the mess hall, but very close, within walking distance, they got a place called Bonsai Asian Fusion. I've actually made a video about their food truck before they actually got their storefront, which they have a full-blown store now. That was several years ago when they just had the food truck. They used to go to some of the local breweries. And me and my wife actually went there week before last, and ate some food. I actually tried the Bonsai bowl. It was really, really good. I think it's a good dish. It's got some rice in it and some chicken, all kind of veggies, and it has some super hot jalapenos, man. Oh my gosh. But the food was really good, and the inside of Bonsai Asian Fusion is really cool because it has an 80s vibe to it, a very retro 80s vibe. They have like some old VHS tapes on the wall, and they got a lot of posters from different movies from that era. If you're a fan of like Back to the Future and things like that. I think they even have a Back to the Future hoverboard up on the wall, and then they have like the Lost Boys movie poster like right next to it, you know. So they got a lot of cool stuff in there. Really, really jazzy place to go and just kind of hang out and have some good food. And just like that, we are here at the Cargo District. I like this container right here. A lot of the companies and the businesses here are built out of containers, just like this cargo container right here, where this murals on the side of it says shop local. It says this way Cargo District, and you can actually follow that arrow, and it will take you right back there, and you can see where those containers are located. That is part of the Cargo District itself right there. But we're going to go street side, and I got some things I want to see, so let's head in that direction. Okay, I'm right here on 17th Street here in the Cargo District area. If you're a fan of vinyl records, you might want to come by here sometime. This is called the Fuzzy Needle Records and Bookstore. They buy, sell, and trade as the rain's starting to pick up a little bit. But this is really cool. This is called the Beale Street Barbershop, which is a barbershop that has like the Elvis Presley vibe, the king of rock and roll. And I've never got to go on to like the inside before. It's always closed when I come by here. I don't know what time, how to catch them when they're open, because I would love to go inside and just kind of walk around and check it out. But we can kind of peek in. Right there's some of their pricing, I guess. The Beale Street Barbershop, and get a haircut for $28. They got the Beale Street Shave, beard trim, buzz cut, first responders and seniors. See if we can kind of peek in and see any Elvis Presley goodness on the inside. You can actually see like a mannequin in there with a guitar, dressed up like the king himself. And I think he's even got some outfits like that maybe a personator would wear during an Elvis show-esque type of a show. By appointment only. Closed Sunday and Monday. And right there is the number. If you're a big Elvis fan, you want to come by here and get all trimmed up. There you go. The Beale Street Barbershop right here in the Cargo District. You don't see this type of place every day. That's what makes the Cargo District pretty cool. Very unique locations and businesses. Okay, I've walked down the street a little bit further now. I'm here on the corner of 17th Street and Queen Street. This right here is, speaking of comfort food, this right here is one of my favorite spots right here. The Cheese Smith. If you're a fan of like grilled cheese sandwiches, it is worth your time. It is well worth your time to go in there sometime and try out some of their creations, because they take grilled cheese sandwiches to a whole nother level. And that being said, we was just looking at the Beale Street Barbershop, and that kind of made me remember a video that I watched several months ago. A friend of mine that I work with, he was watching some videos, and he come across this older gentleman. He was actually a preacher, and his name is Bob Joyce. I think that's his name. And he's like somewhere down south, maybe Alabama or Mississippi. But oh my God, when he sings exactly, sounds like Elvis Presley. It is the most amazing thing I've ever seen. I showed that video to my mom, who was a big Elvis Presley fan, and her mouth hit the floor. And some people even claim that, like, if Elvis actually faked his death, that's him. Like, he supposedly, this is not like for sure, I was told this stuff, but he supposedly married a woman that dated Elvis when they were like in high school sweethearts or something. Don't know how factual that is, but if you just go to YouTube and type in Bob Joyce preacher, it sounds like Elvis, it will come up. Listen to this man sing. It is amazing. I love these apartments right here. This is what the Cargo District is all about. This here is called Container Park, right across the road. And I just think that is just awesome. They've taken these cargo containers and turn them into very nice, quaint little apartments. Really, really awesome idea, I think. Look at all these cargo container doors that aligns this wall right here. But something has definitely changed back here that's making me sad. No, why did they do this? They used to have this big, fantastic Cargo District mural right here. It was so happy, bright, colorful, and it has been removed. I cannot believe they did that. That is unbelievable. And you could find it. It was right across from Cargo Container Park. Right there's the apartments. Right here was the big mural. I had taken quite a few pictures right here. I've actually started some vlogs out right here in the past. And now it has been dismantled. I'm gonna say I hope at some point in time that mural that was there was actually on a board that they removed, and they're just gonna go touch it up and they're gonna bring it back. I'm gonna be positive. But this is pretty cool. This is something new. Last time I was here, they did not have this container right here. This is the celebration of all the movies that's been filmed here in the area. It actually has a W right there at the top. It actually says Wilmington, but underneath that W it says Filmington, North Carolina Production Community. And you can go through here and look at all the movies that's been filmed here in the Wilmington area. Some of them might shock you, like Martin Lawrence, Black Knight was filmed here. Right there is Muppets from Space, which I did I showed the Muppets from Space house here recently in a vlog. Also Halloween Kills, right there is a Michael Myers mask that they have. Right behind that is The Crow, Brandon Lee. I've showed some filming locations of that. The Conjuring, I've showed the Conjuring house. We actually did a video and I got to tour the house, or the outside, the exterior of the home. Eastbound and Down, which is a HBO series that I watched, I don't know, when was that? About 10 years ago, it's been a while. Weekend at Bernie's. Right there is Safe Haven. I did a filming location on that. That was over in Southport. Also did a filming location for I Know What You Did Last Summer. Right there is the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I actually showed the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle house. I think the same video that I showed the Conjuring house, I showed the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle house. So that's cool. Also Dawson's Creek. I've showed some stuff of Iron Man 3. So we've covered quite a bit of this stuff. Yeah, this is really awesome, man. I like all this stuff. If you're a fan of movies, this is kind of a sweet spot just to kind of look around and marvel at all the films that's been shot here in Wilmington, North Carolina. Okay, the rain is continuing to fall. Right here is the Blue Cup Coffee Roasters. It's a drive-up window where you can get your coffee fix. And then right here behind me is our next stop. This is the reason I'm here today. This is the Cargocade Bar and Arcade. We're going to go over here and check this out. Might as well, because it is like pouring down rain right now. All right, I've made my way to the inside of the Cargocade. Let's kind of give you an idea what they have in here. All kinds of games. Look at this right here. Aliens Armageddon. Got a shoot 'em up game. That is pretty awesome looking. Then right here is the old, oh man, they got Injustice Arcade. I remember playing this back in the day on maybe, what was that, Xbox 360 maybe? But they actually have this where you can play some Injustice. They got Big Buck HD. And it looks like right over here on the other side, they have Guitar Hero. The arcade version of that. Right there is the guitars where you can kind of rock out. They got Golden Tee for you people who likes playing a little bit of golf. Okay, and I gotta say it would not be a true arcade experience if you did not have a skee ball game in here where you can kind of test your ability, what kind of high score you can get. Then right over here we have some really old school coin up stand-up arcade games. We got Centipede, Millipede. Right here we got Galaga. We have Miss Pac-Man. We have some Tekken Tag right there. And then right here is the golden goose for me. This is Mortal Kombat. Absolutely love this game. I spent so much money as a teenager playing that game right there in the arcade. And, you know, I played a lot of Mortal Kombat, but in all honesty, I probably played it twice as much as Mortal Kombat 2. But this game right here is what started my love for the franchise, and I still play it to this very day. I played every Mortal Kombat game they've ever brought out, even that really horrible adventure game, Special Forces. It was slipping my mind there for a minute. It was called Mortal Kombat Special Forces. Hated that game, but I did play it. And right here next to Mortal Kombat, you will find some pinball machines. They have Star Wars, The Mandalorian, which unfortunately at the moment, it is out of order. And then right next to that, probably my favorite, I don't know if you consider it a horror movie or not, but I guess so, Jaws. Probably one of my favorite movies of all time. Right here is the pinball machine for Jaws. Looks like a lot of fun, a lot of cool stuff on there. Have a little Jaws fun here on pinball here at the Cargocade. Okay, one other thing right here in the middle I want to make sure you see, they do have some pool tables here. They got a couple pool tables where you can try your luck at some pool with a friend or maybe acquaintance or something or other. And then they also have a full bar in here with 4 televisions up above for sports games and things like that. So the Cargocade is really a neat spot, man. I really like this. It's really, really nice. Cool place to come and spend a little time in the air conditioning and get out of the weather or whatnot, but really awesome. All right, I've made my way out of the Cargocade and I went next door. There's a little cool place right here, a little funky spot called Astro Dogs. And Astro Dogs is a trendy eatery here located at 609 South 15th Street, Unit 102 in Wilmington, offering a creative take on classic corn dogs with a Korean flair. So I put an order in. Funny thing is, I don't know what the heck I ordered. They told me to try the Astro Dog, so that's what I went with, and it's called Astro Dogs. So we're just going to see what happens and kind of, you know, take this in stride, because I have no idea. I just know I seen somebody eating one and I thought it looked really interesting, and I thought, man, that might be something kind of cool to try today, so I did it. Okay, my asteroid dog is here. Look at this monstrosity. This is what we're dealing with here. This is a Korean style corn dog. Look at this. It has like potato fries or something on the outside of this thing. This is going to be very interesting. And she said this sauce is almost like a kind of a Big Mac type of a sauce, even though it looks very orange. But I don't know. It smells fantastic. I'm really looking forward to this. All right, here we go. Let's take a bite of this thing and see what's going on. Oh my gosh. This is amazing. Look at the cheese coming out of this thing. Now I did get mine half and half. So the top part of it is cheese, and the rest of it, the bottom half, supposedly is hot dog. So this is awesome and spicy. that sauce on this thing, it is off the chain good. This is delicious. Really, really good.
Yeah, what do you think?
This is interesting. I mean, I ain't never had anything quite like this. I love the sauce. It is fantastic. You wait till I tell my wife. So I just spoke to the owners. They're from Greensboro, by the way. And they said they've had a food truck for a while, and this year's like the first time they've actually had like a storefront, even though it's just a walk-up window. But I said this fits in perfect. Other than these flies, they need to go, but this fits in perfect with the cargo district because this is comfort food at its best. I mean, just look at all that cheese inside of there. Look at that. Holy crap, is that awesome. Okay, so now we are getting to the hot dog itself on this corn dog. So the first half of it was cheese, and now we're getting down into where the hot dog is located, which there's cheese just encased around it too. So you can get it 3 different ways. I'm going to take you up here to the sign when I finish this and kind of show you the different ways that you can order this monstrosity of goodness. I'm about to win. This has been a battle. This thing is hot, and it can be a little messy. It almost got the best of me, but I got busy. I got it done. That's awesome. All right, that was so good. I am full now. 1 is all you need. Okay, right here is the order board they got out here. It says Astro dogs on it. Right here is the one that I got. She said this here was the most popular. It's called Asteroid Belt or Astro Dog. It's got the potato cubes on it. It was very good. Down here at the bottom, this is what I was talking about, how it says full cheese. You can get half cheese, half dog. That's what I got right there. Or you can go full on hot dog, 100% beef hot dog. So that's kind of your options on how to build your Astro Dog experience. Okay, so the little area that I'm in right now, this is called Cargo West. This is like the newest part of the cargo district that I'm aware of, but they have a lot of cool eateries down here. I mean, this right here is pretty neat. It's called Mike's. This is a vegan grill. They also have a cupcake store right here. They got a place called Zeke's. Right here we have a sushi. They actually have a Soul Sushi bar right here also, and that's right next door to Astro Dogs, where I just got my Korean corn dog, which is right there is that window. And then right over here, look at this colorful signage. This here is called Sunset Slush at the Cargo District. So they even got some slushes down here, classic Italian ice. All right, my friends, I think that is going to pretty much wrap up the video today. I had a really great time here in the Cargo District as always. Looks like the rain is finally toning down a little bit. Time to get back down the road to Carolina Beach, see what my wife's doing, but I just wanted to come up here today and do a little stuff, try something new. Astro Dogs, highly recommend. That was really a cool experience. Cargocade, definitely go in there, play some games, get out of the rain a little bit. Heat if you're here in the summer. I can see that being a win for some folks. All right, all that being said, I'm all done. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. Hope you had a good time. We got to see a little bit of stuff, do some things, take you a little tour around the Cargo District here in Wilmington. One of my favorite places to come for comfort food. And the Astro Dogs fits in perfectly. That was quite the experience. That was some good cheesy stuff right there. Can't wait to come back and try some different flavors because they had a whole lot of them. I will put a link in the description below to their website, menu, etc. Go on there, check it out, see what you think, and then you can come down here and give it a whirl. It's a battle because it's messy, but it's good in a good way. It's great. I really like it. All that being said, thank you so much again for watching, folks. I'm the Hitchhiking Yeti, and I will see you in my next adventure. Y'all stay safe, and I hope to see you all again soon. Say so long to the Cargo District. It's been great. Really, really awesome. This old building right here used to be the mess hall back years ago, but they moved not too far away. They're still in the Cargo District. Good place to go get a burger.